Hey, Richard, what would you say at some point in every agent's career, what are the biggest mistakes agents make?
Whoa, where do I start? Well, one of them, it depends on the person's what they're doing already, because I have to see what they're doing to make sure they're not making a mistake. But one general mistake is not working on their conversational skills, to not put the money in themselves. So they'll invest in marketing, marketing, which is great, nothing wrong with that, like billboards, if they can afford it, or Facebook advertisement, but they don't work enough on conversion because it's not as interesting and it takes work. Because if I'm spending money and I'm getting a call from a flyer, I got to now talk to the people in the end. So that's where I'm going to make my money, is the conversion. So they're not spending the time or money on learning what to say, how to say it. And the best way to do that is, first of all, learn some scripts, memorize the script, and then begin to dance with the scripts. Get someone better than you, not a little bit better, but way better, where you can role play. They can actually, just like a music teacher or a performer, you'll hire a coach to get you right, to get your game right. Like Mayweather fought yesterday, and the other guy didn't do too bad because he hired a boxing coach. He hired coaches. By himself, watching a DVD, he got knocked out in the first second. But good for him. He hired coaches. So another thing is, not hiring a coach is a big mistake. People think they're saving money, but what they're doing is they're actually extending the time for them to learn. So I hope that's helpful, but definitely learning what to say. Because I've seen new agents. I have one agent, and this is what happened. I got a call, and they said, Richard, you better talk to this agent. He makes 100 calls a day. I listened to him. He's next to me. He needs some help. He's been here for a month. But he hasn't even set one appointment. He's only 18 years old. So what happened is that I got him on the call. He came over, and the guy took 30 listings his first year, between 18 and 19. And he took them for full commission and sometimes over, like 1% over the standard. You know why? Because he just did what I said. He came from a different country. He didn't even know any better. He was like a machine, and he did it. And he started listing all those properties because he did exactly what I said. In fact, he was awarded under 30 under 30 with Remax officially based on commissions. Because in other words, he got in the right environment. He got a coach. Imagine him left alone. He could have been out of the business. By the way, he sold a house, sold it within 2 weeks of coming to me. A listing. He got a listing within 2 days and sold it downtown, a condo for $650. I think it was $680 or $650. And so, yeah. So the idea is expose yourself. Oh, the other thing is they don't hang around the top agents. See, when I came in, I was kind of lucky because I kind of knew one thing. I got to find who the best guy is, who the best girl is in the office. And I want to watch them and hang around. So the other thing is a new agent hanging around with new agents. It's the blind leading the blind. The blind leading the blind. It's so easy. But if you're brave enough to say the top guy saying, I want to learn from you, I'll help you. I'll help you. You want a lockbox removed? You need a buyer? It's all about giving. When you give, you get. Right? So that kind of generosity, you say, I'll follow you. Just tell me what to do. And just by rubbing shoulders, you'll start picking up the mannerisms, the beliefs, right? Even the way they walk and talk and the way they think and their conversation. So you got to find somebody you can model. Because if I was going to Wall Street, wouldn't I say that if I'm smart? Wouldn't you? And say, boss, who's your top guy? And they go, well, there's one guy, but he doesn't usually talk to people. What do you mean he's top guy? Well, he does 5 times more than the guy second. And he takes a lot of vacations. What do you mean? Well, he can call doctors on a cold call and get him to transfer 100 grand. And on the call, he does it while he's on the call. He has this technique where what he says is, doc, wait a second, there's a parcel coming. Just send that in right now, just the link, and I'll be back in a minute. You're going to do that, right? Because I'll be back in a minute. He's all these techniques, and he goes away and he comes back. And you go, wow, I never would have thought of that in 50 years. He goes, that's only one thing. He won't teach us. So what would I do? I said, put an office next to him. Give me this dungiest, crappiest office. I want to hear him in my ear. See, that's me though. That's what I did. I went with the top agent and I said, I want that office. I did the same thing in real estate. That I knew. You know, a lot of things that it took me a while to figure out, but somehow I knew that one. I got to find what they do because what they do is different. The top people, we're different. All I do is go on Facebook, look at groups. I almost feel embarrassed being a real estate agent. Some of the things that are right there, it's ridiculous, like their beliefs about real estate. So you got to be careful who you hang around with.